All right, let's give you a live look now at the city of Brownsville, Texas, one of the many communities bracing for this expected migrant surge. National Guard troops now moving into place with thousands of migrants already camped out at the border or on their way. NewsNation border correspondent Ali Bradley is live. And Ali, you spoke one-on-one with the mayor of Brownsville just a short time ago. What did he tell you?
Yeah, Nichole, you're exactly right. We sat down with Mayor Trey Mendez here in Brownsville, who says he doesn't agree with the governor's move there. You see those troops being deployed under Operation Lone Star. And he says he doesn't think that that's necessary, and he believes that the surge has already hit. He thinks that they can manage it. But let's get into some of these numbers and these deployments right now, because what my sources are telling me is that all of the agents, including agents in specialty units within the Rio Grande Valley, have been pulled, Nichole, from the field to transport and process migrants as we're experiencing those record-breaking numbers that Evan broke down a little bit. And let's take a look at that video here that NewsNation was able to capture on the ground as those troops first hit the ground as well, getting into place there under Operation Lone Star, as I mentioned. And it's in part because the governor is taking matters into his own hands and has been. And this is a quick reaction force, which has been deployed in the past, but it's being used again right now to deter and repel migrants. It is made up of military police, and the soldiers right now are part of the governor's 545 troops that he deployed along the southern border this week. We made that announcement. We reported those details earlier. Now, these troops will be working alongside Texas DPS troopers to repel those migrants. Just look at this video here. This is what they're going to be doing. Earlier today, we saw this for the very first time. Texas DPS troopers working with National Guard soldiers actually blocking the passage of migrants. We don't know these migrant situation and what their plight is right now or what their claims are, but right now we can tell you they are being blocked. Take a listen to what Brigadier General Baker had to say earlier today.
We'll follow the guidance of DPS to assist with those apprehensions, to include the necessary level of force to make the apprehension.
But you are willing to use force in these apprehensions?
Yes.
You know, there's two very different schools of thought when you look at how the federal government wants to approach it and how the state of Texas, specifically the governor, wants to approach that. For me, it's very disappointing to have to physically repel people.
So you obviously heard the mayor there expressing his disdain for the governor's move, but Mayor Mendez does believe that while they are going to deal with this influx here, they can handle it. They're getting about $6 million from the federal government, Nichole, to help here with this influx. They have been reimbursed through FEMA for prior crises that they've responded to down here. But when it comes to what he believes to be the case, he says that these numbers, he believes, will stabilize and be manageable when Title VIII is utilized as the primary enforcement tool. So we'll see what happens in the coming days here. Of course, Title 42 set to expire tomorrow night at 11:59. So basically Friday morning.
Yeah, we'll certainly see what happens. Ali Bradley live for us there from Brownsville. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.